Unapologetically happy. Hey guys, it's Heather again. Okay, so in the past few episodes, I said I'm going to do a podcast a day, which would be Monday through Friday, not including the weekends. And I've slipped off a few days, so I'm getting back on the horse. This is about, I always say it's about progress, not perfection. I'm not going to make up excuses. I just haven't gotten it done. But of course, if someone said, you need to get this done or else your whole world is going to explode, I would get it done, right? So it's about making a priority. What is my priority? So I'm going to get back on the saddle and say, how can I? I'm still committed to this process. So I also like to share the behind the scenes with you to let you know, one, I'm human. Two, we all have dreams, desires, goals. And three, when technology doesn't work for you, kind of figure it out. And that has been a huge, one of the barriers is, the system that I typically use for my podcast has been off a little bit. So today I want to talk about being unapologetically happy, because this is a concept that I'm uber excited about this week. About how can I unapologetically happy? This past week, you guys have been filling out the application at heatherchauvin.com/take back control. And we've been talking about your dreams, your desires, your worries, your fears, all of this fun stuff. And I keep hearing you say, I feel guilty. I'm afraid. My husband won't like it. He won't accept it. My children, my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother, the neighbor. Like all of these excuses of other people's opinions of you. I recently had an experience with a friend, and it kind of left me in this space of, did I do something wrong? We're human beings, right? We co-create our lives in community. And one of the things that I truly advocate for is being your authentic self. Being your authentic self. Because when you are being your authentic self, you are giving your children permission to do the same. Example. Your son wants to wear makeup and you don't accept that. But that is him being his authentic self. When you say you can't be you, you're saying I don't see you and accept you for who you really are, right? One of your children or somebody you know comes out and says, I am gay. And you say, no, you're not. I don't accept that. What you're actually saying is, I do not see you and accept you for who you really are. Okay, these are bigger things. But what happens when you are energetic? What happens when you are loud? What happens when you, like myself, are a no BS person? Say it like it is. Keeps it down to earth. Not everybody likes that, right? If you ask me for my feedback, I'm going to give you my honest heart-to-heart feedback, and you may not like that. Why? Because I can put kitty cats and rainbows and stars and stickers around it, but it's going to be your truth, and sometimes people don't want to hear the truth. So being unapologetically happy, I had to really check myself this week, because I found myself in a situation where someone was asking me to be somebody else. They were saying, don't do this, don't do that, don't be who you really are, Heather. And I thought to myself, if I can't be who I really am in front of you, then I don't think I can be with you. Because I am not willing to sacrifice my happiness so that you don't feel uncomfortable. If you don't want my opinion, don't ask for it, right? So it's like when women fill out the form and they get on the phone with me and I'm like, what's keeping you stuck? You want to make all this money in your business. You want your marriage to last. You want to feel so good and so present in your mind and your body, and you want to stop yelling at your children. What's stopping you or slowing you down from making that happen? And then when we explore that and they say, I'm not willing to invest in myself. I'm not willing to do the work. Well, you got to be honest with yourself. Fuck. That's going to suck when you're sitting there going, I want it, I want it, I want it. But do you really? Because you're not following through. And the truth of that is, when you're on the phone with me, you're coaching, it's uncomfortable, right? There's discomfort there when someone is showing you something that you don't want to look at, that you've been resisting looking at. But what's the alternative? You either suffer and struggle your whole life, or you sit with a little bit of discomfort. And this is what our society has been made of. When I talk about being unapologetically happy, it's about being you, even if it makes other people uncomfortable, right? Dye your hair purple. Your mom doesn't like it, your grandma doesn't like it. She's going to have to deal with it. You're not a serial killer, for crying out loud. You just dyed your hair purple. But what happens is we start to mold ourselves. We start to shrink ourselves down. My husband doesn't like it. My child doesn't like it. This is not acceptable in my society. Oh, Heather, if you lived where I live, it is not acceptable. But the truth is, you have to own that. You have to own your discomfort. Own it. Because you put yourself there. Or you can say, I am going to be unapologetically happy for who I am. This is me, loud and proud. This is the hair I want to wear. These are the clothes I want to wear. This is the lifestyle I want to live. This is the emotional health. Because guys, on the other side of this, when people don't know you, you're always going to make other people uncomfortable. You're always going to piss them off. So if you're manipulating yourself to satisfy one person, you're annoying another. So just be you, right? And then you will attract people to you that want to be around you. And the other people, they will just fall to the wayside. Unapologetically happy. The truth is, when you are being yourself, when you are fully self-expressed, honoring your wants, your desires, your needs, oh my gosh, this is where the abundance comes in. This is where all of that weight leaves you. All of it. Because you're just in alignment. You're you. And when you're you, you can be you, and it's so easy to be you. And then people come and go. And yes, there's grief, there's loss, there's upset, there's discomfort. But do you want to be temporarily uncomfortable with the loss of someone, something that you thought was there? Or do you want to suffer your whole life pretending to be someone you're not? It's up to you. It's 110% your choice. It is. Even if you feel like somebody is holding you hostage, it's 110% your choice. So owning your hard work, owning your courage, being unapologetically happy for the success that you've cultivated and created in your life, because you can give back so much more. You can give back so much more when you are being you. I've seen it in my own life. I see it with my clients. I see it with their children, that when their children are just being themselves and the parents are accepting of who they are, everything clicks. So today, your action is to ask yourself, where in my life am I just apologizing for who I am? Where in my life am I saying sorry when I actually don't mean it? Where? Just a little aha moment for you guys.